Okay, it is 11:15 at night, so I have a few minutes to get this done and post it. I mean, there's no hard rules to this really, but I'm just trying to do this daily and to hold myself to that at least. And I skipped yesterday for the first time. If anyone is out there listening and maybe noticed, and you may know what that means. Yeah, from the last recording, and I saw it coming. Okay, I decided that for today I'm gonna read a written entry, a diary entry I wrote earlier today. And yeah, related to the last recording and to the day that I skipped here. And yeah, well, I'm doing this now to again hold myself to something and daily and to carry on. So this is Sunday, 5th of July. I made it almost 24 hours since the obsession kicked in. Then yesterday evening I gave in. I'm not calling it a relapse. I won't let it be. It was just a momentary slip-up. I allowed myself to fall. Doing so was easier, of course, than dealing with the pressure, and I chose it. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm reading what I wrote, and it is true, I did kind of allow myself, I didn't fight it. I don't know how wise that was, of course, not very wise, but felt like what was needed in the moment, and I went with that. Like the pressure was just gonna hurt me more, so I did make that choice. Okay, but I know that I can't do it again. Not anytime soon. Still, hopefully, never again. It's a dangerous game because one hit can be the start of a months-long binge. It really can. And the last time I relapsed, and I'm saying I'm not calling this one a relapse because I can't allow it to be. The last time started like this as well. It was one smoke, and I stayed sober for a week after that, and then I smoked again, and then it was constant for a while. I have to be aware of that this time. I have to be aware of that this time, and I can't allow the second anytime. I have to be conscious that I've been sober for the whole of today after last night. But I'm not safe. I thought I was the last time I did this, and then a week later it hit me. So I've managed to stay sober since one smoke last night, and this was 24 hours after the obsession started. I've been sober today, but I'm not safe. I will not be until I'm sober. Never safe, but safer, better, stronger. I always feel after at least a month of sobriety. But again, I was feeling strong. It was just over a month, and I was I was a whole lot stronger. I really was. What got me was, and one has to be like identify the triggers that are outside of the addiction itself, but other triggers that lead you down that path, and that's where I got caught up. I mentioned this, like I called it an emotional cycle, which I'm not going to get into, but I got into this cycle, and yeah, sure enough, it got me. So I'm saying I know I can't do it again. So I really have to be careful this next week and for this next while and be strong. And I say, so now the hard work begins. I'm getting up again and I have to do better this time. Yeah, it was one of those unforgettable highs, vastly significant. We were at the edge of a road overlooking the ocean at night. I had a moment with the earth, the wind and the water, and with the stars, and what I thought was Jupiter. I need to check what is this really beautiful bright star in the sky, and I need to figure out what that star is. But yeah, I was high, and highs, what they bring to the consciousness, and like can always appreciate them when it happens. Like we don't want to go down that road, and we know the complications and the difficulties it creates, but while we're in it, we just go with it and feel what we feel, what it's brought. Follow the consciousness and take in the signals and the messages that one gets in that state. I was inspired to prayer, as is usual with cannabis. It really does inspire one to pray, and that's how it's really meant to work and how it's meant to be communed with. But I've had to recognize that I've used it more as a drug than anything, and realize that I have an addiction and that it's a problem that I need to, an illness that I've needed to heal. And so I'm here, but I still had this beautiful moment with it yesterday, and I know I can't be back there. Anyway, let me carry on reading. I had a moment with the earth, the wind, and the water, and with the stars and what I thought was Jupiter. And Mother Mary, Mary Jane, showing that form to me. Mary Jane showing that form to me. So I started meditating deeply on Mother Mary, the concept Mother Mary, concept of the mother, and Mary as in this, the mother, and Mary Jane, marijuana, as a mother. I felt like she was showing me a certain form, and she has many, many faces and many ways of speaking when you are communing with her. And it was a beautiful moment. I have to give it that, and I appreciate that deeply. And yeah, we had this moment, and it became a meditation on the form of the mother and the meaning of mother, and myself as a mother. I felt a lot of my own feelings that get suppressed day to day in the day-to-day survival, and I am standing at the brink of many significant changes in my life. I'm saying we're here at the edge of the ocean, but I'm moving from this city soon, and I'm really sad about that. And and also looking forward to new prospects. But a major thing is going into a new phase of my motherhood. And for a second, I sat deeply with that and felt the anxiety and the fear rising in me of what this really means, like this phase that I'm coming into, what is up ahead for me. And I'm going to be separated from my husband for a while. So it's going to be me and my son. And and I for the first time in the last while, I've just kind of preparing for this move. Just getting high also just kind of brought me inward and brought me to the presence of this, and to feeling what I'm feeling. And I felt the anxiety and the fear rise in me, and face it. You have to face it. So I felt it deeply, everything that lies ahead of me. Going to be alone with my son, the need to focus and work and stay sane. I prayed deeply. I prayed for strength to do everything I need to do and be the best for my son and for myself. And I have to have some faith that I will. And a major part of that is kind of really have to be beating this addiction. I can't be getting high at any rate. I can and I have functioned in many capacities before and since motherhood. I have functioned while high. It's about more than that. It's not just the doing life, but it's what it does to one's presence, and in one sense it makes it deeper, but only momentarily. The effect of the high fades, and the changes that creates in experience and others' experience of me. And this was the major thing that made me begin to take steps towards healing. Was I didn't want my son to know me in this way. And since having him, I've had moments, I've battled with this thing, and I've had moments of weakness, like deep weakness, weeks at a time, getting high every day. And I've gone months sober and seen the difference between the two. And and this is what I want to choose, is sobriety. And again, it's a mild drug. It's not. It's one that I can function. One can function. Really, I can function. I can do everything I need to do. Take care of my son. Take care of myself. Take care of the home, while getting high every day. But it's not the person I want to be. And so, I've had to realize that, and what it means, and having to, the need to let this go. And that's reinforced, as I'm what's coming up ahead, and I know I cannot be stuck here. I can't allow it. And for my child's sake, but also for myself and for my own life. And I know that I can't be here with this. And so being but praying for strength to do everything I need to do. There's work to do. Work of continuing my healing and my mothering, taking care of my son, and work to make an income. All of that needs to happen, and so I have to be at my best for this, and that's going to mean definitely letting this go. And I've known this and I've been working on this for a while already, and so the work continues. This is very honest sharing. It's just I am still here. I'm still struggling with this, but I am doing so much better than I have before. And I said I have to have some faith that I will, that I will do better. And and I am here. I've had this momentary slip up. I'm not calling it a relapse. Not fully slipping up. It was a moment that I allowed, and allowed also to experience, allowed myself to experience, for to bring what it needed to bring to me. And I've made the decision to continue fighting from here on, to continue daily trying to do better and do the needful. I go on. I wrote a caption to this before this time, for the first time before recording this, and because I was writing a diary entry, and so what I've written is, Sunday, 5th July, I gave in, but getting up again. I'm gonna continue on from here. It's been a day, 24 hours again of sobriety, and we continue from here.